How plus-size women make men lust after them. What if I told you the story you've been sold is a total lie? That idea that you have to shrink yourself to take up less space just to be wanted? What if the secret to attracting men who are genuinely deeply captivated has almost nothing to do with your body and everything to do with the kind of power you already have? For decades, society has tried to convince you that your worth is tied to a number on a scale. But the truth is so much more powerful. The men worth your time aren't just looking at your body. They're drawn to an energy, a presence that so many plus-size women build out of pure resilience. Think of it like a lighthouse. It doesn't shrink or hide, it stands firm, and its light cuts through the darkest fog, guiding worthy ships to shore. That light is your presence. This isn't about shallow tricks or changing who you are. We are breaking down the powerful, almost magical combination of confidence and curves that makes plus-size women completely magnetic. We're going to get into exactly how you can tap into this power, not just to make men notice you, but to make them truly, deeply lust after the incredible woman you are. So if you're ready to stop playing by their rules and start writing your own, you're in the right place. It's not about your weight, it's about your worth. All right, let's just get right to it. For most of your life, you've been flooded with messages from the media, from family, maybe even from so-called friends, that your body is a problem to be fixed before you can be worthy of love or a man's attention. You've been told to wait. I'll start dating when I lose the weight. I'll buy that amazing dress after I slim down. I'll feel sexy once I look different. This waiting game is the single biggest poison to your romantic life. It puts your happiness on hold, waiting for a physical change that has very little to do with what makes a person truly desirable. Here's the secret that will change everything. Emotionally healthy, secure men aren't looking for a specific body size. It's like they're shopping for a home, not just admiring the paint color. They're looking for a place that feels sturdy, warm, and truly lived in. A woman who is at home in her body, whatever its size. They are drawn to a woman who knows her own worth. I remember a time when I walked into every room basically apologizing for my own existence. I'd hunch my shoulders and use self-deprecating jokes as a shield. I figured if I made fun of my size first, it would hurt less when someone else did, and the men I attracted back then. It was like I was broadcasting a radio frequency of self-doubt, and the only men who could tune in were the ones on that same broken channel, non-committal, unavailable, or guys who saw me as temporary. Then something had to give. It wasn't my weight, it was my mindset. I got sick of waiting. I started buying clothes that celebrated my body right now. I started walking with my head up. I started talking about my passions without making myself the punchline. The change in the quality of attention I got was wild. Suddenly, the men who came up to me were different. They were confident, respectful, and actually curious about me, my thoughts, my goals, my sense of humor. And this isn't just a personal story, it's backed by psychology. Secure men are often the ones most drawn to plus-size women because they're less swayed by shallow social trends and more in tune with their own preferences. They can sense when a woman values herself, and to them, that is the ultimate turn-on. Your journey to becoming magnetic doesn't start at the gym, it starts in your head. It starts the moment you decide you're worthy of it all, right now, in this body. The first psychological trigger, unshakable confidence. Confidence is the most talked about trait when it comes to attraction, but it's so often misunderstood. It's not about being loud or arrogant. True, magnetic confidence is like the steady, warm glow of embers in a fireplace, not the chaotic crackle of fireworks. It's a quiet, powerful self-acceptance that just radiates from you, making people want to draw closer. For a plus-size woman, building this kind of confidence is a revolutionary act that completely rewires how men see you. So what does this look like in real life? First, you have to work on silencing your inner critic. You don't have to wake up tomorrow and magically love every inch of yourself. Instead, just try to see your body as your ally. When that little voice says, "These jeans make you look huge," you need to counter it with, "These jeans show off my curves and my body is powerful." It might feel like you're faking it at first, and that's fine. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. At first, you wobble and feel like you'll fall at any second, but you keep pushing the pedals, and soon you're not even thinking about it. You're just riding. The more you do it, the more you'll actually believe it. Next, confidence shows up in your body language. So many plus-size women have been taught to make themselves smaller. hunching shoulders, crossing arms over their stomachs. That has to stop. Own your space. Walk into a room with your head held high. When you sit, take up space comfortably. Make direct, steady eye contact. These small physical shifts send a huge subconscious message. I am here. I am worthy. I am not intimidated. A woman who carries herself like that is mesmerizing. Men don't just see a plus-size woman, they see a queen. Finally, confidence is in your voice. You have to cut the self-deprecating jokes about your size. Period. When you make jokes about being the fat friend, you're literally handing people a script on how to disrespect you. Instead, speak with assurance. Talk about your passions and opinions without apologizing for them. On a date, a man who is genuinely interested wants the real you, not some watered-down version who is just trying to be agreeable. This kind of self-assurance tells him you're not looking for his validation. You're a whole person inviting him into your already amazing world. The second psychological trigger, the art of authentic magnetism. If confidence is the engine, being authentic is the fuel. In a world full of filters and people-pleasing, a woman who is unapologetically herself is like walking through a forest of identical plastic trees and suddenly finding a real, wild, unique oak. She's rare, and because of that, she's valuable. Authentic magnetism is that pull you have when you stop trying to be what you think men want and just fully embrace who you are. This starts with setting your own standards. For way too long, plus-size women have been fed a scarcity mindset, a toxic belief that you have to take whatever you can get. That leads to lowering your standards and accepting bad behavior. Authentic magnetism flips that idea on its head. You need to get crystal clear on what you want in a partner. What are your non-negotiables? What values must he have? Once you know, you date with purpose. You go from being the nervous applicant hoping for any job offer to being the CEO interviewing candidates for a position in your life. This is incredibly sexy because it signals self-respect and it weeds out the guys who aren't willing to meet you at your level. Part of this is also having a vibrant life that has nothing to do with a man. What lights you up? Is it painting, hiking, ancient history, building a business? Whatever it is, pour your energy into it. A woman who is passionate about her own life is just more interesting. She has stories to tell and an energy that's contagious. She doesn't need a man to complete her. She's already whole. A secure man sees a partner, not a project he needs to entertain. Now, let's talk about the fear of fetishization, because it's a real and valid concern for many plus-size women. Authentic magnetism is your best defense. A man with a fetish is interested in a body type. A man who is genuinely attracted to you is interested in the whole person. Think of your authenticity as a high-quality filter on a camera lens. It blocks out the harsh, superficial light and lets in the rich, warm, genuine light that captures the full picture of who you are. Pay attention to his focus. Does he complement your mind, your humor, your style, and your beauty as a complete package? A man who truly lusts after you is captivated by all of you. Your curves are part of what he finds beautiful, but they aren't the only part. The third psychological trigger, the power of presentation and presence. Once you have that inner foundation of confidence and authenticity, the final piece is how you project that power outward. This isn't about conforming, it's about curating your presentation in a way that's a joyful expression of you. This is how you make your inner state visible and irresistible. Let's talk style. For years, fashion told plus-size women to hide in black and flattering cuts. Throw that rule book in the fire. Your style shouldn't be about hiding. It should be a celebration. Wear the bright colors, the form-fitting dress, the bold patterns. Dress in a way that makes you feel amazing when you look in the mirror. When you wear clothes you love, it changes how you carry yourself. You stand taller and smile more. Men pick up on this. They see a woman who is happy and comfortable in her appearance, and that is inherently attractive. Next, embrace your sensual side. For many men, curves are symbols of femininity and softness, and they have a genuine preference for them. Embracing your sensuality isn't about being overtly sexual. It's the difference between an artist who is just going through the motions of a song and one who is lost in the melody, feeling every note. That genuine enjoyment is what makes the audience lean in. It's the scent of a perfume that makes you feel amazing. It's the feel of a soft sweater on your skin. It's the way you move your body with grace, not apology. When a woman is connected to her own sensuality, she gives off a warmth and allure that is deeply captivating. A confident man isn't scared by this, he's drawn to it. Finally, bring a sense of fun to dating. See every date as a chance to have a good time and meet someone new, not a high-stakes interview. This relaxed, positive energy is incredibly appealing because it takes the pressure off. It's like inviting someone over for a casual, fun game night instead of a formal, high-stakes dinner party. The first one feels exciting and easy. The second feels like a test. When you're genuinely having fun, you laugh more easily and radiate a light, happy vibe. That joyful presence is far more memorable than someone who is tense and radiating desperation. It makes him want to be around you more. It makes him lust after your spirit, not just your body. Putting it all together, the irresistible combination. As you can see, it's not just one thing, it's how all of these pieces click together. It's a powerful feedback loop. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small with unshakable confidence. Knowing your own worth is the foundation for everything else. That confidence then powers your authentic magnetism. Because you know your worth, you're not afraid to be yourself, set high standards, and chase your passions. And that authenticity shines through in your powerful presentation and presence. You wear what makes you feel like a queen and move with a sensual grace that comes from self-love. As that snowball rolls, it picks up speed and grows bigger and stronger. When you show up this way and see the positive reactions you get, your confidence soars even higher. It proves that old negative voice in your head wrong. This creates an upward spiral of self-assurance and magnetism that becomes an unstoppable force. This combination is what attracts the kind of man you actually want. A secure, mature man isn't looking for a project, he's looking for a partner. When he sees a plus-size woman who embodies this power, he doesn't see a size. He sees a woman who has faced society's nonsense and come out stronger, more self-aware, and radiantly confident because of it. He sees resilience, he sees self-respect. That is what men truly lust after. It's not just a physical thing. It is a deep, profound desire for the strength, warmth, and life force you represent. It's the whole package, mind, body, and spirit working in a beautiful, powerful harmony that is simply irresistible. If this hit home for you and you have your own stories about building confidence or owning your power in the dating world, I want to hear them. The comment section is our community. Drop a comment below and share your journey. Let's lift each other up. Your story might be the one that inspires someone else to start their own journey. And of course, if this helped you, please like this video and subscribe for more content that celebrates you exactly as you are. Conclusion. So let's throw out that old, tired script for good. The power to make men lust after you isn't some secret you have to buy or a size you have to shrink to. It's a power you already have, waiting to be unleashed. It's the potent mix of a mind that knows its worth, a spirit that dares to be real, and a presence that radiates joy. Your body, with all its beautiful curves, is not a barrier to desire. It is the canvas where you display your confidence. Lasting, intense desire is reserved for those who are brave enough to love themselves first. Remember, the most powerful aphrodisiac in the world is a woman who knows her own worth. Now go out there and be magnetic.